So the last time I was talking to you about creating a lead magnet to get people to subscribe to your email list so that they could then be put through your marketing funnel. Um, and I wanted to say a few more words today about the lead magnet and how to create them. Because it is an important part of the process, although it's not a big part of the process. And obviously, you want to give value to your subscribers, particularly if they're new and they're just meeting you for the first time, so that they actually do think that you're a good deal and you ought to be trusted, and they're interested in other things that you're offering them. So you can do this in a number of ways. And obviously, if you have ready-made ideas, that's all the better because you can just go off and make the free product. Um, it doesn't have to be particularly large; it just has to have value. And you can maybe make an ebook or a video or a small video course or an audio on a podcast or a blog post. Or create a piece of software if that's in your ability field. But you do have to make it congruent with the rest of the affiliate sales funnel that you're promoting, so that you are giving information up front that's going to be relevant later on, and just warming them up really so that they get interested in what you are offering. And obviously you don't know what people don't know, but there are certain sort of established topics, particularly in the making money online field, which this is relevant to, such as talking about traffic or how to record videos or how to make a blog post work or any number of things. And obviously it has to be relevant um, in more detail to what you're doing later on. But I'll treat what I'm talking about in relation to um, a product which is also a free product being sold by Dean Holland, which is the Affiliate Marketing Playbook. Just as an example, because here you can create an introductory lead magnet that is about traffic, as indeed I have done, and talking about ways in which you can get traffic, that you can go either the paid route or the unpaid route. And this would be a very simple product which you could do either on a video or, as I say, in a PDF. The different sorts of traffic, paid and unpaid, or rather time exchange traffic, and go on to talk about Facebook ads and Google ads or solo ads or Twitter ads or Instagram ads, and anywhere that there's a platform where you can advertise and pay for it. Or the unpaid, the time exchange forms of advertising like blogging or videoing, which this is, or audios as in a weekly podcast or twice weekly podcast, which is quite a useful way of getting information across. Doing interviews with people. There are more methods, and these are only just, I'm just touching the surface really, but these are also the main ones. And that's an example of what you could put into a free product that was relevant to what the next product in the chain of sales is about. And as I said, I'm talking about a product by Dean Holland. So actually talking about the different forms of traffic is relevant to it. But whatever you're promoting, just make sure that you're giving away something that is relevant to what comes later. Now, as I said, you can create these lead magnets in PDF form, which if you're a writer, there is a good way of doing it because it's quite easy to come up with information and write about it if you know what you're doing, and it's quite satisfying. Um, and obviously, with a written piece, you can put a lot more in it, maybe, than you can into anything else. The benefits, say, of doing it in video are that people know that you're there, they see who you are, and they see that you're genuine about it because that's a great advantage of video, and also it's very immediate. And in many ways, it takes less effort than having to read a book. Audios are the same as videos, except that you're not on camera, you're just being recorded. And in some ways, they have more scope than video, although the person isn't being seen. Um, and podcasts are actually quite popular with some marketers and um, have a certain amount of credibility. Or if you could come up with a piece of software related to traffic, then, so be it. That would be very clever. Or writing a blog post or a series of blog posts. But anyway, that's for you to decide. And once you take the plunge, they're all much of a muchness to actually accomplish. And it just depends where you feel comfortable and where you don't feel comfortable. Although I would say this, that actually leaving your comfort zone can be a good idea, and it can just be a spur to how your business goes. And if you can do well being out of your comfort zone, then you notice that your life will actually improve in qualitative fashion. Anyway, I hope you find that useful on lead magnets, and think about creating one yourself. Although there are other ways of doing lead magnets, such as using private label rights material, which is other people's material on subjects that's put into a specific place for use by other people. And the trick here is to find something, again, that's relevant to what you're doing later on and reworking it, not just copying it, completely reworking it as your own. And there are techniques to doing this which, you learn along the way. And one thing to note, that as with anything in marketing, you're not going to be perfect first time, you're not going to be perfect second time, but you will get slowly better doing these things over time. So that, once you've been doing it a few hundred times, you'll probably be quite an expert on it. Anyway, till the next video, I hope everything goes well. Bye for now.